Welcome you all in this educational video of NIOS. This is subject data entry operations for senior secondary level. In this video we will be doing lesson number 6. Name of the lesson is Basics of Spreadsheet. We will understand all the basics of spreadsheet. This chapter is actually very important because spreadsheets are used at many places and it can be used in different ways. All over India, at different places, spreadsheets can be used in various ways. So, it is important for handling data and how to put in the data and how to make any presentation, how to do calculation. So, spreadsheet plays a very important role in business, in data calculation work, profit and loss calculation, and if any organization wants to calculate the manufacturing and product relation, so that can also be easily shown with the help of spreadsheets. Also in banks, the amount of loan given, the amount of loan taken, and all the interest and the compound interest calculation can also be done easily with the help of spreadsheets. So spreadsheet is very useful in maintaining the accounts work. For teachers can easily maintain the data about different students and their marks, and they can use in an easy way. They can put marks of different subjects, different programs, different courses. Their results can also be calculated. They can easily calculate the number of boys and number of girls in the class, and their related data calculation can also be easily done with the help of spreadsheets. And also the homework or projects can be given to students for more practice, for better self enhancement. So that is why spreadsheets are very important. In this, mathematics is also used and English is also used. So we can use spreadsheet in various areas. We all know that basics of mathematics, plus, minus, division, multiply, all these are the basics of spreadsheet. So now let's get started and we will begin with the basics of spreadsheets. I hope you understand. Let's get started. First of all, we will be doing the difficult words. This word is auto sum. In this, sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, all these options are available. Auto shapes. There are different shapes available as you can see on screen. Wizard and charts. Pivot table. Shortcut menus. Rows and columns. Close and exit Excel. Close and exit are two different commands. Close is used to shut the file or shut down the file. So whenever we want to close our file, that means our file will be now closed. But on the other hand, exit means we are coming out from that folder. So that is why close and exit are two different commands. So now we will begin our chapter. These are the objectives of lesson 6. After going through lesson, you will be able to explain the basic features of MS Excel. Also, you will be able to set up pages and their printing. And also you will be able to modify worksheet. Along with that, you will be able to enter and edit data in a worksheet. And the last objective is you will be able to work on keyboard shortcuts. So when we start our Excel, then first of all what we need to do is, you can see that we will click on the button, start button, and then a pop-up will come up. There you need to see the word Microsoft. When you will click on that button, you will see another pop-up. And there you can see many names written like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Grover, all such different types of words would be written. So there you have to click on Microsoft Excel 2007. So when that will be opened, you will see the similar screen which you can see here. The first name, you can see the number and the box in red color. So the point 1 is written. So there are 1 to 10 numbers written over here, and you can see that their names are also shown. First word is name box. The second box, you can see that red color, number 2 is written. So that is a formula bar. And after that you can see number 3, that is the active cell. Number 4 is the row. That is the horizontal row. Fifth word is column. Sixth word is spreadsheet. Seventh word is status bar. Eighth word is horizontal scroll bar. And ninth word is vertical scroll bar. And after that, 10th feature is ribbon. In this ribbon there are various tools. You can see so many tools in that red color ribbon. Red color is the boundary. So I hope you have understood all these features of MS Excel 2007. Now here you can see how to select, how to add, or how to name, how to rename a worksheet. How can we insert any new addition? You can see the red color circle. When we click on that insert worksheet tab, which is shown here, so by clicking on that button we can easily add a new sheet. And once we have added a sheet, and after doing some work, if we want to save that name, so for that we use that rename option. For this we do right click on the worksheet tab, only that sheet which we want to rename. Now here you can see how do we select cell and ranges from one cell to the other cell. So you can easily select a particular range of cell. First of all, we have to go to the name box, then we click on that cell, and from there on we need to just press enter. Here we can understand how do we do the data entry. In the data you can put anything in it. It can be a number, it can be any text, you can also put the names. So it can be anything, any data which you have. You can put any number, any marks, any name. So it is all number and text, date and time, or anything as per your requirement. This is shown as for you to understand that you can put any kind of data as per your convenience or need. You can also put your content in alphabetically order by selecting as per your need. Now this is shown here so that you can understand how do we edit our text. When we click our mouse to that particular cursor, which you can see on screen, which is in orange color, F2 is also used for selecting the cell which you need to edit. So instead of clicking on the right button, right click, you can also use F2. Also you can use backspace key and erase the wrong entry, and then you have to retype the correct entry or whatever content you want to type next, that you can type again. Now this is another command of doing undo and redo. Sometimes we have to keep repeating our work. For example, the undo work is used for going back to the previous work when you have typed something by mistake, or when you have given any command by mistake and you want to go to the back work, to the last work which you did just a few seconds ago. So for that we do the undo command. So undo command is used, and opposite of undo is the redo. Redo means repeating of the work. If you want to type one paragraph which is a very long paragraph, we can redo that. Just by clicking on that we can copy paste, and redo means we are copying that thing again and again, repeating again and again. Now this is another command of deleting cell. If you have made any mistake, you want to delete any cell, for that we use delete cell command. So this is done with the help of mouse. So whatever content we want to delete, first of all we need to select that cell or row or column, and after that we can choose that delete option. Then that row or column would automatically be deleted from the spreadsheet. Now here you can see find and replace data in a worksheet. So here we will understand these two words, find, and the second word is replace. So the first word is find. For example, if you have any paragraph in which you have written NIOS, it is written somewhere in that paragraph and you want to find that particular word only. So for that we use this find command. we will go to that find option and we will type that word, and after that we will click on the find option. Then automatically that name would be highlighted in the whole complete text, and you can easily find wherever that word is written. If you want to make any correction, that you can easily do, or if you want to keep that as it is, that can also be done as per your requirement. And the next word is replace. Replace command is used for replacing the previous word. Like we just did search the word NIOS, we just found the paragraph, and also we found the places where NIOS was written. Now if you want to replace that word with a new word, so for that can also easily be done with the help of this replace command. Let us take a break here.
प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर। दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बात,
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने। हम स्वयं बने, हम अपना
Now you can see the screen. Here we can see the MS Excel sheet and how can we insert a table, that we will understand. So first of all, you see the red circle. When you will click on that red circle, you will see the pop-up. There you need to select the number of rows, number of columns, and after putting in the number, how many rows you want, how many columns you want, after that you can easily insert a table. So you need to click on OK, how many rows you want, how many columns you need, and when you click on that, you will find the table. So you want to color your table also. If you have the table which is just a simple, you can put the background color or modifications in the table as per your requirement. You can also apply the borders on the table, whether it can be small border, bulleted border, or simple border, designed border. So there are various types of borders available which you can opt. Now here we will understand how can we freeze panes. This is done if you have some large worksheet and you want some content to be not appeared in front of other. You want to hide some content. For that we use this freeze panes. You can use it for any row, any column. For example, if you have some contact details you have written in any row, and any particular secret detail which you don't want other person to look at that data, so that can also be freezed. So for that you use freeze panes. Or also there is other way, if you have a large file and if you want some particular 2 or 3 columns, you want them to see only which are in the beginning and in the last, so you can hide the in between rows or columns so that you can do your work in an easy way. So that is another way, that is another reason that why can you use this freeze panes option. So that freeze pane option can be used, so that way you can easily hide some rows or column or any particular data which is important for you and which you don't want others to look at. And that way you will also decrease the size of your sheet. Now you can see the screen and the table, team 5, team 6. So this way your screen will appear. Some content would be behind the few rows. So there is also another way that you can also hide the rows and the columns. So both way it is done. For rows also it is possible, and for different columns also this is possible. You can freeze any column, you can freeze any row. You can easily do it. You can try yourself. And at this slide we are talking about the page breaks. You all know that to set a page break within the worksheet, we select the row you want to appear just below the page break by clicking on the rows table. So that is used for page break. Here you can see how can we do this. Like page 1, page 2, it will appear on the screen the portion where you have where you can see page 1 is written, page 2 is written. So when you will take a print out, so accordingly page 1 will have this content which you can see, which is selected. Then page 2 will have this content. So accordingly your printout would come out, and accordingly you can create your final sheet by putting them together in a sequence. Also, the page setup command can be used. For this, first you need to select your file. After that, page setup, from the menu bar to format and the page, and after that you need to set margin and then add header and footer on the sheet. Now here you can see, when you will click on that page option, you will see that pop up, and the next word written there is margin. So you can just click on that option and you can just do the modification as per your required setting. The margins are for the appearance of the text. If you want your content to be written, to be shown on the right side, on the left side, in the middle, how much free space you want on the right side, how much free space you want on the left side, below the content, on top of the content. So all that spacing can be set using this margin option. And here you can see the header footer option, and on the right side there is another word. On the header, footer is used for the space which is on the top side of the paper and on the lower side of the paper. So header and footer is used for your page, and also the last option is sheet, that is used for your page break. If you want to have a printout and you want that printout, just complete printout in one page, so for that you need to select this. So as per your requirement, you can just use this command. Print preview. So print preview is done when you have to take a printout. So that is done before taking the final printout. Now here you can see that we have given the print command, and print command is given. Then this pop-up will appear. Here you will give the important information like how many copies do you want, or how the page would appear when it is finally printed, whether it is horizontal or vertical, and the number of pages. So everything you need to mention at this pop-up. So for different parts of your spreadsheet, you can give different ID and passwords so that you can easily find that particular printout. Now this is just similar as in other Word files. You can easily open any file, you can easily save any file, and you can easily close any file. You must have experienced it many a time. I will also explain you. For example, if you have opened any file and you want to reach to any particular file, then you go through these steps. The second is this: how do you save your file, and then how do you save that file in a particular folder. For example, there can be any file, your bank related documents or any important documents. How would you save that? The third command which is shown here is about the close command. How would you close your document which is opened recently or on which you are working? So these are three important commands. How do you open, how do you save, and how do you close your file? Now here we can understand how can we protect our workbook. So for this you can see that red circle. When you will click on that red circle, that is used for protecting your worksheet. Because whenever you're working in a spreadsheet, there can be any data which is confidential and in which you don't want other people to look at, or it is very important that anyone can steal it. So for that we can protect our worksheet. It is just like we put password in our mobile. So similarly we can protect our workbook. And here we can understand how can we enter a password in the protect sheet. We can easily lock our content. So when you click on that option, you will find that pop-up which you can see on screen. From there you need to select that particular option, how much content you want other people to see, or you want complete content to be hidden, or only some part be hidden and some part can be seen. So you have to just select as per your requirement. It is up to you. You can choose all or you can choose few of them. And after that you have to click on OK. And after clicking on OK, you can easily see that your content is protected. Now you have protected your content. Now how to unlock that content back so that you can easily see. So that is also easy. Once you have protected your content, and you can easily put the password and open that file. Similarly, you can undo that. Now these are some of the keyboard shortcuts. We call these as shortcut keys because it saves our time. The first shortcut key is Ctrl plus O. That is used for opening the file. It is better that we remember these shortcut keys because sometimes when our mouse is not working, then it helps us do our work easily. The second shortcut key is Ctrl plus A. This is used for selecting the content. If we want our whole file to be selected, then we use this command. The third shortcut key is Ctrl plus key. This is used for copying the content. And then fourth shortcut key is bold. Like we can make our content in bold appearance. So for that we use this bold command. And then fifth keyboard shortcut is Ctrl plus P. That is used for print command. So far we have understood the lesson, basics of spreadsheet. I hope you all understood it well. Now you all can try yourself by practicing. Now there are some exercise questions from the same lesson. Question 1. The files that are created with spreadsheet software are called. You can see the 4 options A, B, C and D. A is package, B is program, C is worksheet and 4 is spreadsheet. So this is the correct answer, C. Question 2. The cells are addressed in terms of. These 4 options are shown. Option A, row and column labels. Option B, row labels. Option C, rows. Option D is column. So the correct option is row and column labels. Question 3. Which of the following data can be typed into a spreadsheet cell? There are 4 options. Formula, text. Option B is text. Option C is numbers. Option D is all of these. You have to choose the correct answer. So the 4th option is the correct answer. Fourth question. In a computer, cell's address that is included in range C5 and E7 is, you have to choose the correct option out of A, B, C and D. Option A, C8, option B, D6, option C, E4, option D, E9. See, the correct option is D6. The D option would be correct because in the question it is written C5 and E7. What will be the cell which will be in between C5 and E7? We know that after C, D comes and after 6, 7 comes. So D6 will be the correct option. Question 5. Extension of computer MS Excel file is. There are 4 options available. Option A, WRD. Option B, XLS. Option C, DOC. And option D is JPG. So the correct option is B, which is XLS. Because here we are talking about the MS Excel file, so that is why the extension would be XLS. Question 6. In a computer, graphic representation of data is named as. There are 4 options available. Option A, chart. Option B, graphics. Option C, picture. Option D, figure. See, the correct option is A. So in a computer, graphic presentation of data is named as charts. So far we have understood the lesson, also did the exercise. I hope you all have understood our lesson well. And let me explain you the summary of the lesson which we discussed. We discussed about the basics of spreadsheet. We also discussed about how to hide or freeze any row, any column. Also we talked about the rows and column, how to redo and how to undo any command. Also we understood about the charts. So these are all important points which we discussed in this lesson. Thank you.